Hello folks, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today I want to talk about a top trend which is biotechnology. As you know, last year 2020 was a very difficult year for many people, especially because of COVID and you know um, issues with COVID related issues. So here are my top biotechnology picks for 2021. First one is Novavax. You can also see a trend here. Many of these are either vaccines, boost your immune system, or around cancer, or any unmet rare diseases. So with that, first company is Novavax. So it's really a leader in the vaccination when it comes to creating the vaccines. And second one is Aclaris. This is around dermatology. It's really trying to address significant unmet needs in dermatology. Third one is Humanigen. So this really develops the antibodies for oncology indications. And as you know, mainly we use these type of things also for COVID. Next is Moderna. Moderna is one of the pioneers when it comes to fighting the novel coronavirus. So with their RNA and mRNA technologies, it really helps to create the vaccine required for coronavirus. Um, we'll Next we'll talk about Arcturus. So this really helps with the liver and respiratory diseases, and respiratory disease is one of the key indication as we go forward. We'll next talk about Intellia. Intellia is really about genome editing. It really helps with the genome editing to fight some of the rare diseases. We'll talk about INmune Bio, INMB. This is again a clinical stage company and helps around the immunotherapies. We'll now talk about Fate Therapeutics, ticker symbol Fate. This also helps the immunotherapies. We very much need immunotherapies to fight this rare novel coronavirus. Now we'll talk about TG Therapeutics or TGTX. This is again a autoimmune type indication. It will help with the autoimmune type diseases. So as you can see, precautions for coronavirus and these type of things will be here for some times to come. So with that, these biotechnology plays will be key as we go forward. I would continue to invest in these in 2021 also. Let's quickly look at the performance. As you can see, these top 15 stocks have performed very well, in the last year. Many of these are well above 1000%, and last one, Editas, it's about 126%. So these are really, as you look at the market cap, varies from anywhere between 800 mil to maybe biggest one here is maybe 9 to 10, 15 billion. So some of these smaller players I would pick out, like Aclaris as an example, just a very small company, 811 million. Stock price is very low. And if you can also look at one more here, see here, this is a very small company. It's a 279 million market cap. And I think these companies have got a lot more room to run. And even BioNTech, this is working with Pfizer to create coronavirus. It's also relatively low, market cap, and even stock price is also relatively low. So I would, really look at these players as we go forward. If you see any dip in the price, I would go pick it up. And if you look at some of these stocks as an example, for example, Editas, their stock price, decreased in last month or so, mainly because I think they did a secondary offering, and also any of these gene editing type stocks took a beating of late. So that's one of the reason this came down. I would not worry too much about it. I would invest. Next, we'll talk about some of the fundamentals. So if you look at the fundamentals here, revenue growth is one of the key indicator. This is the revenue growth for quarter over quarter for the latest quarter. So as you can see here, Novavax has did incredibly well, and so did Moderna and Intellia, and also Fate. And one more is BioNTech. It also did very well. And last but not least, if you see revenue growth for Editas, it's incredibly huge. I would also look at the short ratio just for chuckles. So if you look at short ratio, VIR Technologies, I think it is a high short ratio, and the stock price is also, if you see here, it's about $40. So you got to watch out for these type of stocks, because when there is a short squeeze, the stock can really shoot up. I would also look out for fold here. It also dropped a little bit in the past, so it's again a little bit higher short ratio. I know maybe a candidate for short squeeze if the stock goes up. So in a nutshell, I would look at these stocks and invest in these as you go forward. If you can't buy them outright, some of these are a little bit higher price. I would buy a in-out spread, so that way your cost is really low and you can still participate in the growth of the company. With that, happy trading, and happy good luck with the trading biotechnology stocks. Bye.